Hello and welcome back to Train Sim World 2. This is our final journey for the 3 routes included in the full package that you buy. No DLCs, the base game or simulator. This time we're off in Germany. All the details for our train are down there, BR442, 8 cars, read the rest. And we've got a bit of a commuter to do, so it's going to be stopping distances that we're concentrating on. Actually stopping would be nice, but we'll try and get as close as possible to each of the stopping markers and also the times. There we go. We may have time to take a look at some of the stations and get out and stretch our legs. So shall we get on with it? This is it. We've got to wait for this at the bottom. An RE9 service from Köln, calling it all stations to there. Whatever that is. Anyway, we're going to unlock the doors. How's it looking? It's looking dark behind us, so we can switch on the passenger lights. There we go. Brighter. Passengers are loading. Let's see if we can't make this one on time. What are the lights set to? Headlights dimmed beam. I guess that's good for daytime. We'll close those. I don't have any of the safety features on, the extra ones up here. You can turn them on by that panel. As you can see, PZB is isolated. Right, that's it. We're good to go. Now this train accelerates much better than it does land braking. I don't know, it feels a bit sluggish in the last few kilometers an hour, but that could just be me. We could be spoiled, of course, with the underground. Those trains don't half stop quick. That's what it feels like, anyway. Anyway, everything's in kilometers an hour. The last couple, we've been in miles per hour for both the UK and the US. And we're 9 kilometers away from our first stop. Do I even attempt the station names or the cities, towns? Langerwehr, that'll do. I'm not. I'll embarrass myself. Alright, so we're away. We'll take a quick look outside while we're accelerating. There's not much to do until our next station. I believe there's a speed drop just before it. Right, camera outside. There's our train. Regio, is that? Is that like the local service? It looks good. It sounds good. We've got motion blur on. It's up to you whether you want that on. For the PC, oh, that bridge is cool. Look at that. Triangle bridge. Oh, I like that. Anyway. It looks amazing. I would imagine this is like the local service. The local people. We're going to be there in about 4 minutes. Oh, and there goes a train, brother. Do you know what we haven't done? We haven't listened to the horn. Oh, it's very squeaky. What's it sound like inside? Okay, that's the actual horn sound. Oh, we're getting up to our track speed there. I've thoroughly enjoyed these 3 routes. I've had a little play on this one. We've got slight grade uphill, 0.2%. Yeah, and they're quite varied, aren't they? The 3 routes. You've got some freight action over in the US. You've got lots of passenger action here, high speed. And you've got some short stopping services in the London Underground, but you have to be accurate and fast. Ooh, yes, the ice. It's the ICE 3 or ICE 3, right? You're not allowed to say ice. I don't know. I think I read that somewhere on the forums. But the ICE 3. I guess we should take that out as well. For this one's very much a stopping one, and we don't go past 160 kilometers an hour. Now, I'm going to imagine that the top speed is 175 anyway. Oh, bit of speeding. It's very finicky on the speeding. It is 1 kilometre an hour over the track speed, and you'll lose points for it. I guess it's not really about the points though, is it? Although we all like gold medals. It did not mark me down for 1 mile an hour over. Okay, or 1 kilometre an hour over. That is interesting. I thought it did. I stand corrected. No, I sit corrected. We're sitting. At the helm. That's not what we call it, is it? The console. I like these. I like these German trains. I do like the ICE as well. Right, there we go. 80 kilometre an hour warning. I guess we can start slowing down now. I wonder, given this is an electric train, if we can charge some sort of backup battery while braking. That would be cool, wouldn't it? It's approaching us pretty quickly. The brakes are pretty good high up. We're going to have to get right down here. Are we going to speed straight away? Please don't. Come on. 300 metres away. Don't do it. Oh yeah, we're turning off, that's why. Getting off the main line. Oh, there we go. We're under. We've got to slow down anyway. No need to go too crazy with it. We are 300 metres from our stopping point. So we'll keep it slowing, not too aggressively, until we get close to the point where we need to stop. Is there any visual clue? Is it that marker board up there? There's one just there where it says F. Is that for fail? Or to pay respects? Right, oh well, you know, I'll take it. Oh, 4 metres over. I guess that's not too bad, right? Right, let's get the doors open. Do we have time to get up and take a look at our train from our perspective? Yes. Oh, come on, that's lovely. That's lovely. There we go. Not too busy at this station. I would imagine everybody is quite happy with the fact I turned the lights on. When I tried this out, I forgot until it was about halfway through the route. But yeah, we should get back in and start heading off. Come on, climb the step. Oh no, there we go. We're a little bit early. That's good to see. I don't know how we're going to get in the seat. I guess just fall in it will do. I'll start the door close procedure with about 10 seconds to go. That should give us enough time for it to do its shenanigans. I don't know what it does. It does a load of things first. We'll try 10 seconds and then we can adjust it from there. Right, there we go. 10 seconds. It's doing its beeps. It's got to release the brakes. We should release some of the brakes. That's ample time, isn't it? We could probably do it with 8 seconds, but 10 seconds is good enough for me. Let's get moving. No hanging around. I'm just going to start it at 5 until we get to 10 mile an hour. And then 10 kilometers an hour. I'll probably forever say mile an hour. That's what I'm used to. But anyway. And then we'll shove it right up to 10 on the old console there. Control panel. I do want to avoid speeding. And I do want to try this with all the safety features enabled at some point. You have to pay close attention to what the signals are saying. More than what we do here. We're sort of driving it in easy mode. But yeah. I did have a go in Train Sim World on one of the routes. And it was okay. It was okay. You have to be very much on the ball. I need to do it a bit more, I think. Oh, we got a slight camber in the track there. I do like that. Yes, anyway, as I was saying, I was just looking at the scenery. It's rather nice, isn't it? Let's go out here and have a look. Little houses over there. It sounds good. Don't clip it. There we go. As long as no train comes towards us, we're getting up to maximum speed so we can coast. Here comes a train. What's going to happen? Is it going to hit us? Oh no. It shoved us out the way. That's pleasant. Anyway, let's get back in. Instead of hanging out the side. Right, we should be approaching it, hopefully, because we've only got a few minutes to get there. All these stations are fairly close together, although we are doing a bit of speed, aren't we? I can never remember the calculation to convert kilometers an hour to miles per hour and vice versa. So we're just doing a lot. That's what I'll say. Come on, pick up speed. Are we going uphill again? Yeah, we are. 0.8%. So how are you liking it? I've seen a lot of you are watching, playing on console. How's that? Is it pretty much the same as what you've seen here? Again, I've left all the setting. Oh, 60 kilometers an hour coming up. I've left all the settings to ultra, just so we can see. No one mentioned about the FPS, so I'll just leave that off, I guess. I mean, we could bring it up quickly. Is it F3 or is it F2? I can't remember. I thought it was F3. F3, there we go. Are we slowing down fast enough? No, we're not, so you're not paying attention. You're messing about with FPS. Not what you should be doing. There's lots of yellow lights telling you you're being naughty. Or you should be paying attention at the very least. I'm not sure what the white one means. Oh, that's probably to show the switch orientation. Come on, get down. Oh, I guess it's for coming off here. That was actually quite good, wasn't it? I panicked for no reason. That was pleasant. We about hit 60 kilometers an hour as we were moving on to this sidetrack here. I like it. Very green and pleasant out here. Here comes our stopping point. I don't know what sort of speed you do approaching here. I guess the more you run this route, you'll get an idea of where all the stopping distances are, or the braking markers, so you can pull up to the same point almost every single time. I like the braking sounds. They're very good. It almost sings to you, doesn't it? What we got? 90, 80. We're almost there. Do I need to start braking a bit sharper now? Maybe. Oh, too much brake. Let it roll. Too much brake. I do want to try and get it close to the marker. I think we're okay for time. There we go. That'll do. We're a little late, but we're talking seconds. I think that's acceptable, even in Germany. Let's take a look. Ooh, there's cars out there. I never noticed those before. They look a little more detailed than usual. I like them. Fancy cars. BMWs. Some of them. I'm sure they were. But without the markings, the branding. Lock the doors. Let's get going. I think we lost a little time there. Not much. Alright, let's get going. Up to 5, 6, maybe 6. Let's see how it does on the old throwback meter. How hard it's throwing you back into your seat. I think we're doing alright. Maybe you can just pull away straight 10. When you take the tutorial for the ICE 3, it just tells you to push it all the way forward. No gentle curve, just straight up. Maybe it handles the traction itself with some sort of traction control system. But that bridge is nice. I like the little lights in it. Accelerate. Okay. Stolberg. 2.9 kilometers. We've got to get there in 2 minutes-ish from now. Going to be a tough one. We are limited as well to 110 kilometers an hour coming up. Although I think our initial speed limit is 120. So I'll just go 120, I think. Until we see... It is warning us there to drop to 110. But we can always brake from that point, can't we? When it tells us to, perhaps. What is this signal telling us? It is, I don't know. Is that a distance marker? Perhaps for this signal. I guess we'll gradually bring it down. There we go. How close are we to the station? 1.5 kilometers away. We've got 140 after this, although I'm not sure we're going to see much of that. I think we could start bringing it up. It did say the distance, the length of our train. When you press escape, that's all the information of your train there. Of your consist. Oh no, we're stopping here. We will not be accelerating, of course, because the distance of the speed limit is further than where we're stopping. We should maybe brake a little more aggressively. No, I think we're good. I think as long as you hit the beginning of the platform at about 50 kilometers an hour, you can make it quite comfortable for the passengers. Yeah, we're actually over braking. There we go. We'll just stick it on one and gradually come in. Are we supposed to turn up at the same time like this? That's kind of cool if we are, because I feel accomplished. Ooh, stop. Might want to stop. You're going to miss your mark. Come on. Too busy praising yourself. And we're just gliding straight past. 11 meters, 12 meters. Dear oh dear, that's unpleasant. Not the best stop in the world, is it? Where was our marker? Is it before that bin? Is that the marker? Maybe. Is that about 12 meters? No, it's probably less. It's fine. The back end of our train is down there, next to the other one. I don't think we should be lined up with that one, though. Right, let's get back in. I like walking around in this. It's something I miss when I go back to Train Simulator. The actual walking around. Right, lock the doors and we'll get going. I've not played with all these screens. It looks like you can press the buttons and I'm sure they do something. Should we try just pushing this up all the way to 10 and see what happens? Oh, there we go. Well, that's pretty straightforward. Yeah, it doesn't seem too uncomfortable for the passengers either. I like the little access road there that goes over the track. How does that drive over the vehicles that come down here, drive over the tracks there? Is that someone waiting or are they coming towards us? They're probably waiting for that train we passed at the station. You can see the elevation change in the track there when you look into the distance. It looks like he was just pulling away past that signal. Either that or it was a SPAD. I doubt that very much. The AI don't make mistakes, do they? Unless they're programmed incorrectly. I love the sound. It's very relaxing, possibly a little too relaxing. I am sat here on a Thursday morning recording this with a nice cup of tea. Oh, what's going on there? That's something in the track. New track, it looks like. New ballast and new sleepers, perhaps. Oh, from that used to be a thing that is no longer. Why are we braking so much? We don't need to brake. Perhaps I'm too busy looking at the scenery. Perhaps it used to be a siding or even a station at some point. There is a disused station on here. I think it's disused. It looks like it. It seems overgrown, which is nice to see. I like to see things like that on routes, if they exist. Maybe even the option to bring it back in to operation would be even better. Probably a little excessive. Right, how far we got to? Ooh, you should be braking by like forever ago. What's the maximum brakes on this? Please, 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 please. No, I think we missed it, guys. I was too busy chatting. No, not even close. 10? How good is this at stopping? We'll find out. It's pretty nippy, except the last bit, I think. That's closing in fast. No, we've gone past. Don't go past the signal. Don't go past the signal. Oh dear, this is embarrassing. Everybody on that platform and in the train. Well, let's... No, don't call that objective complete. Are you kidding me? How's that objective complete? If you say so, we're opening the doors. I was hoping for something a little better on the old stopping distances there. Yeah, well, I mean, they're kind of low. You only got to walk down there, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Little jump down. Well, that's embarrassing. Yeah, yes, I did. I did indeed mess that up, everybody. Just pretend it never happened. It's alright, we get a bit of a head start on the next station. Is that how we justify that? On the plus side, we know that... oh, what's going on here? Did I close that? Wait until... Oh, we're early. Yeah, well, I mean, we could do a bit of reversing, perhaps. Or, no, I don't. Don't move the train. If we move the train, it might mess it up. Let's go and have a look at our train. Where it should have been. You can hold shift and run. Not sure what it is on the controller. I do have a controller. Well, here we go. One of our trains. I didn't know we were two trains together. We are. This train is for this station only. This one is partially for that station. Oh, they're all judging me, I know it. It looks alright if you ignore this front part of the EMU. Anyway, we should go and get back in our train, shouldn't we? Doors are closed. We did run this signal, unfortunately. Right, but we can get back in. So that's good news. Right, get in the seat. In fact, we've still got a minute. That's crazy. So here are all your switches for the PZB and CIFA that you can turn these on. Luckily, we have those disabled. Otherwise, I feel like the train would have just told us to get out after that stop or not stop. I still think it counts if a complete unit is on the station platform. Well, not on the platform, that would be terrible. Right then, what did we say? We said 10 seconds, right, was good enough to start this closed door procedure. Or did we already close them? I think we already closed them, didn't we? So we just have to wait. Wait until it says go. Could have had the brakes on. Perhaps. Safety. Right, it's letting us go. Let's do it. Full power. I like that. It does seem to manage the traction itself. I'm fairly confident that wheel slip is replicated in this, or simulated. That's a better word. Yes. Wheel slip is simulated. I can't remember if it was in Train Sim World. I don't feel like it was. Not to the best degree anyway. But I do feel like sometimes the train's wheels would slip, especially with a heavy load. I could have just been misreading stuff. Or had a brake on or two. Maybe, that I'd forgot about. That does happen with me sometimes. So far, apart from that stop, I'm happy with our little journey. It's amazing to me, what we've got to slow down to 12, so 120 kilometers an hour. Not for a little bit though. Yeah, it's amazing to me how much difference chatting to you guys is to just testing it out. I'm almost flawless, honest. I am almost flawless when I'm doing it as a test. Again, you're doing it, you're not even paying attention, are you? Let's just go for 10 straight off the bat, because that might be good enough. I don't know whether you should do it. I tell you what it reminds me of. Train Simulator, the first one, when you would yeah, look at that, look at the difference there. where some of the timetables, the scenarios, were so precise, or the timings were so close, that you'd have to brake maximum at exactly the right point to get a maximum score. It's not quite as bad, I don't think. It's a little bit forgiving in Train Sim World. Anyway, you should be braking now, you plonker. Not that hard. You're flustered. You're panicking. Come on, concentrate. No, look, you've still got 15 meters. Oh dear. You're making a right meal of this, Grand. Good job, sir. Proud of you. Right, let's open the doors. Was that 2 meters? If it was, I didn't deserve it. I love the way every time you open the door in this train, it just like smacks you in the face. Fantastic. I like this. I like that we've got that on the sign. I wonder if you can set these yourself, or if they're set for you when you take a train. It's a really nice train. Quick, leg it. We've got to get in here. Bit of a mission now. You've just made it much harder. Lock doors. Right, bring this down to 1. Be enough braking. And then we'll go straight to 10 as soon as it turns green. There we go. It's already warning us that it drops to 70 kilometers an hour. And that the current speed is at the top, I would imagine, then 100 kilometers an hour, because that's the track speed at the moment. This is our final stop. Alright, I'm down with that. That's taken us about half an hour. Pleasant. Do have to remember this speed decrease though. Do not forget. And if I remember from my testing, this last stop, your stopping point is a red signal. So not much margin for error there, or none. I'm just going to coast up to the point where we're supposed to slow down for the new speed limit. We've got another speed drop to 40 coming up after this. We are speeding. Look at that. I thought it would be a little bit happier with me. I guess not. And there's the warning, caution signal, just to say that there's a red coming up. Got to drop this to 40. Not that aggressive though. This will take some practice, wouldn't it? I feel like I want to practice this one, as I believe I can get this one down to a T, so that we're hitting the speed decrease about the right time. We don't have any further slowdowns by the looks of things. We're going into the outside-y type one. Good description. Right, now, as you can see, our stopping point is just a little before a big old red signal, which will end your... I'm concentrating so hard. Which will end your scenario unceremoniously. Come on, don't ruin it now. At the very least, I would like to complete this with you guys. That must be our red signal up there, so we know where our stopping point is, but don't get too overconfident with it. We do have a decent length train, so we are going to have to pull up near it at the very least. There we go, we've got 30 meters. How are we doing on time? We're on time, so we can do this. We can just crawl up to it. Don't stop now. Oh, just a little bit of juice. Don't stop. No need to stop. Come on. And we're going to do this one spot on. 6, 5. It wants to stop. Ah, you just stopped it, didn't you? It's almost like it was auto braking. Is the hand parking brake off? I think so. Yeah, I mean, we accelerated just fine. Should we see how we did, though? Did I unlock the door? Apparently not. Did I unlock the right door? That possibly might not have been a thing. I mean, we were there early. There's your scenario ending signal that you can mess up. But this is the station. This is our endpoint. Oh, I love that. You can hear the announcements, station announcements. Right, get back on here. Riker over the back of the seat. Close the doors. Thank you for completing this run. Let's see how you performed. Or performed. Pronunciation. Okay, I'm waiting. Still waiting. Alright, it's gone now. Oh, there we go. There we go. What did we get? What are the scores on the doors? Did we not get a medal? Did I mess it up that badly? Oh, well, I don't know what that means. I don't think we got a medal. I'm not surprised though. Let's see. Because we missed platform 2 by 61.5 meters. That's kind of miserable, isn't it? I would say, yeah, that's not really medal worthy. Everything else though, we got better after that, no doubt. Yes. We're even nearly 5 meters short of the last platform. But anyway, guys, that's been it. We've taken a look at each of the routes for Train Sim World 2. And I'm enjoying them. I'm definitely coming back into them. What I'll be doing next is I'll be taking a look at a journey on the Preserve Your Collection. I never remember the name. And first off, we're going to head back to the UK for the Brighton route. I think it is the South Coast way. Yes, I think that's it. And then I think we're back in Germany again. No, we're not. We're over to the States again. Oh, I kind of like how we're doing that. Does that mean that our final one, or our next one after that, will be back in Germany? We kind of just go round like that. Anyway, keep an eye out on the channel for live stream announcements for this. I will schedule them so you have a chance. It'll probably be late night though, because this is the only time I really get a chance to record or live stream. But I hope you can join me for that. If not, the VODs will go up as videos. Video on demand, isn't it? Isn't that what that stands for? You're waffling, man. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for watching. And until next time, take care.